Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen and welcome back to my kitchen if you're regular. Today we're going to be making something really delicious, but before we get started, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you won't miss out on any recipes. Okay, so let's get started. Hola mis cariños, bienvenido a mi cocina. Hoy les traigo una receta de Puerto Rico, se llama pastelon. So pastelon is also made in Dominican Republic. And pastelon is basically a plantain lasagna. Es como una lasaña puertorriqueña. Voy a explicarte cómo se hace, okay? Okay, for the plantains, you want the plantains to be really ripe. Quieren que los plátanos maduritos porque son más dulces. You're gonna need 2 to 3 ripened plantains, 1 pound of ground meat, 2 tablespoons of sofrito, homemade, half of an onion, half of a red pepper, half of a green pepper, 10 garlic cloves minced, 1 bay leaf, 8 ounces of tomato sauce, some olives. You're gonna need 2 cups of mozzarella cheese, 2 eggs, olive oil, salt and pepper, sazon completa. So you wanna wash your plantains really clean, and then you're gonna start cutting them and peeling them. Ok, quieren los plátanos lavados y vamos a quitar los puntos de los plátanos y vamos a cortar los plátanos en rabanadas largas. So we're going to go over to the stove so we can start frying these up. Freír los plátanos a 2 minutos cada lado. Cuando cocine los plátanos, ojo mucho porque se quemarán rápidamente. So after you're done frying the plantains, you want to put them on a paper towel so they can absorb the grease. And when you're cooking the plantains, don't walk away from the stove because the plantains are really ripe and they have a lot of sugar in it. And because of that, they can burn really quickly. So just stay at the stove. It takes a few steps to make this dish, but in the end, it's well worth it. Con esta receta, hay unos pasos para hacer este platillo, pero vale la pena. Now we're going to start adding our sofrito to the pan, and we're going to fry it until the peppers are soft. Le voy a echar sofrito y cocinar durante 3 minutos o hasta que los pimientos y cebolla sean blandas. I love adding more peppers and onions to this dish because it gives the dish more texture. Me encanta mucho pimiento y cebolla en este platillo porque le da más textura. Now I'm going to add in the garlic, the bay leaf, the tomato sauce, and then the cilantro. Ahora le voy a agregar ajo, una hojita de laurel, salsa de tomate y cilantro. Before I add the meat to the sofrito, I want to season up the meat really good before I add it. So I'm going to add in the sazon completa, and the black pepper. Antes de añadir la carne al sofrito, le puse condimento seco y mezclalo muy bien. So now that we're adding the meat to the sofrito, we're going to cook it for about 15 minutes. Mezcla la carne muy bien con el sofrito y cocinala durante 15 minutos más o menos. I'm going to add some olives. You don't have to add it, it's optional. Ok, le voy a agregar aceitunas, pero si no te gusta aceitunas, omitir esta. I'm going to go over to the counter and we're going to start assembling our pastelon. Ok, la carne está lista. Vamos a la mesa para hacer nuestro pastelon. So I'm making a small pastelon, so I have a small baking dish. Ok, para el siguiente paso necesitamos un molde y vamos a poner los plátanos así, en esta forma, como una lasaña. Okay, so we're going to layer our plantains in the bottom of the baking dish like this, and then we're going to add the meat on top. And we're going to just lay it like a lasagna. And it doesn't have to be perfect on the bottom because you're going to put the meat on top of it and it's going to be covered. No tiene que ser perfecto porque vas a poner la carne encima. Para mantener la carne juntos, me gusta añadir los huevos a la carne. Now we're going to add the meat to the plantains, and we're going to just make 2 layers of meat and plantains. And then we're going to add cheese on both layers. Vamos a añadir la carne encima de los plátanos y después queso y vamos a hacer 2 capas. This is a really easy recipe to make and it's really delicious. It's really quick, and if you're looking for an alternative to lasagna, this is a definite alternative to lasagna. Esta es una receta muy rica y muy rapidita que hacer, y esto es una gran alternativa que a la lasagna. This is our last layer, and I'm going to add cheese to it. I'm going to bake this in the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes, no longer than that. But I'm going to bake it uncovered because I want to get a nice golden color on top of the cheese. Voy a hornearlo durante 20 minutos descubierto porque quiero que tengan un color bonito dorado. We're going to bake this at 350 degrees for 20 minutes. So now it's ready, and just look at my delicious pastelon. It's nice and hot and bubbling. So I added a little parsley over top of it, but you have to let it cool off before you cut it because then it'll break apart. But I'm so anxious, I'm just gonna cut right into it now. Miren cómo me quedó mi pastelón. Muy rico. Okay, vamos a cortar un pedacito. Look at how delicious this is. Absolutely scrumptious. Tan rico. Miren cómo me quedó. Delicioso. You can serve this with a salad, like I'm doing, or you can serve it with rice or whatever other kind of vegetable you want to serve it with. But it goes well with any vegetable. And I'm going to also add some rice to this for my son. Well, guys, it's time for me to go. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And follow me on Facebook at Lolita's Cuban Kitchen. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Bueno, mis amores, es hora para yo irme. Gracias por verme. Hasta la próxima. Bye-bye.